I'm actually a Mason. I'm not active right now, but I became a Mason a while ago. And some of the things that I saw in the organization were not all positive. Now, my reasons for becoming a Mason was simply based off of what I believed in, which was an almighty God, no matter what you want to call him. I actually don't know his name. I just know that he's my father. I knew it was based on the principles of developing and bettering yourself and your community. It was about true brotherhood. Now, what I've seen since becoming a Mason is something totally different. The original Masons were, so to speak, bricklayers, or they were builders of temples. And the Masons of the modern day societies are supposed to be building a spiritual temple. Now, some of the guys that I've come across in this organization, they're not standing for what's right. So the temples that they are building are negative temples, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, as they incorporate Masonry into hip-hop, which some of the brothers in the hip-hop industry or music industry, they claim to be Masons, some of them say they're not, and there's different pictures that I've seen, different documentation that's clearly saying that these guys are Masons.
Right.
Now, as far as that goes with the Masonry and the hip-hop industry, how do they use this particular vein to incorporate this Illuminati?
Okay, let me ask you. Can we ask you something without you revealing any of the secrets?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Because what's the difference between a Mason and a Freemason?
No.
Okay. What I had said during one of my lectures, which ended up on YouTube, I said the Masonic Lodge was infiltrated by the Illuminati. I didn't make that. I got that from Myron Fagan. All right. When Myron Fagan laid out how the CFR is the Illuminati in America, he laid out the plan on how the Illuminati is going to infiltrate the Masonic Lodge. I also said at the end of that, every Mason is not wicked and evil. The average Mason don't have a clue as to what we're talking about when it comes to Freemasons under the guise of the Illuminati inside of hip-hop. Now, I looked at the handshake. Not only did I look at the handshake, I went into Codex Magica, and I'm gonna go here. Now, I'm not asking you to reveal the secrets. I know the penalty, all right? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot. But I want to turn to the page here, since you here and we get a chance to question a Mason, because we don't get this opportunity to talk to a Mason. Right, and a lot of them can't talk to us, and we respect that. I know a lot of this is in the lodge. I'm going to start at page 119 of this book, Codex Magica by Tex Mars. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this. El Diablo shows his horns, the devil rides out. Now, that could be coded language, which we're not going to ask him to reveal any of the secrets. Are you following me? That may mean something to him or somebody in this room, but it may not. But it goes into the Baphomet, and it goes into the signs and symbols. Okay?
Preach.
All right. Now, it's different variations of the El Diablo. We turn a couple of pages, and we get a long explanation of why George Bush is throwing up the Baphomet. Okay? I'm moving towards the handshake that Nas threw up. We can see the Baphomet and the different forms of it being thrown up. And not only George Bush, his wife, all right? The next page shows you the signs of the times.
Yes.
Where it shows you this particular sign right here being put over the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. And this spells out 666. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is what this spells out in this particular book. George Clinton, Tony Blair, Ronald Reagan. All the dignitaries that you see here from different countries. We start to see the Baphomet being thrown up. All right, pages and pages and pages of that. Now, actors and stars and R&B singers and rock stars and all these kind of people throwing up the Baphomet. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm showing that to the people to let y'all know this. We're not making this stuff up.
Yeah.
Are you following me? Now, when we start to see these signs and symbols, along with some of the Masonic signs and symbols, especially those that are in the first 3 degrees of Masonry, we start to see them throwing up the signs and symbols, right? See, we can only get so deep when it comes to the lectures. But since we're having a fireside chat right now, we just kicking it, we can go a lot further further into it.
Some of these brothers, they take this information and they use it for their own personal benefit, and whether it's misleading to the community or their brothers and sisters, they don't care.
Yeah.
Because the entity that they're serving is not the Almighty God.
Yeah.
This is an entity that they have put in place of the Almighty God.
It's just like me and Mark was doing some research the other night, and come to find out, there's a positive and negative of everything. And Cesar talks about it too, how that part of the creator was like self-denial. So the creator had a negative part, but he's seen it. So
he expelled it.
Exactly, but they did, and that's negative energy.
But this fallen energy, this negative energy, some of these guys, they actually devote their lives to this energy.
But you know what got me meditating super hard? When Sunday, when he was talking about Rick Rubin, right? So I go on Google and I go look up, I'm like, Rick Rubin, and I see this man meditating, and I'm like, this man's basically using our powers, but we're supposed to be using the negative way.
Yeah, because he deals with black and white magic.
That's what I'm saying. And for us to see this, they shared this on the internet. Like,
have you ever passed by someone? You may have not even looked at them, but you passed by me, just feel something like,
oh yeah. No.
A lot of people don't believe that these entities are actually
trying to get into you.
Yeah, and they're not only trying; they're bouncing off of everything they possibly can. They're trying
they're trying to
every way
down,
they can to infiltrate you.
They pull down as many people, and
this is a
that's why I've dropped a lot of stuff like a lot of stuff that just can't be around because it'll get you. Yeah, like real talk. Like if you're conscious. It's like you can try and get you, and you can almost snap right. Like, all right, hold on.
DJ on good.